Well, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has announced Israel will be ending trade barriers and tariffs on the US.
I can tell you that I said to the President a very simple thing. We will eliminate the trade deficit with the United States. We intend to do it very quickly. We think it's the right thing to do. And we're going to also eliminate trade barriers, a variety of trade barriers that have been put up unnecessarily. And I think Israel can serve as a model for many countries who ought to do the same.
Joining us now is commentator and TV personality Emily Austin. Emily, it is great to see you. This is a win for the US. We know there's plenty of chaos and fear and panic around what Donald Trump is doing, but we're already seeing his strategy produce results. What Trump is doing is putting America at the centre of global negotiations. He's forcing allies to reconsider their trade relationships, and Trump has put leverage back on the table. And now Israel's decision today is certainly sending messages, or a strong message, to other countries.
Absolutely. Ultimately, we have to remember Trump, before he was the best president, was in fact a very successful businessman. And today, out of all of the days since Trump implemented the tariffs, only further solidified that this is indeed a reciprocal tariff. And he's showing these other countries, if you're going to play this unfair game, so will we. So either you negotiate or we're going to just kind of give you a taste of your own medicine. So Netanyahu was one great example of one of the first leaders to come out and say, well, if we give you zero tariffs, let's call your bluff. Let's see if you'll reciprocate. And he, in fact, is. Secondly, we also saw today the EU president, Commission president, stated that they're open to doing a zero for zero tariff. So this shows the American people, look, he has a plan. You just need to let it play its course and not panic prematurely.
Absolutely. It's art of the deal playing out, and we're seeing results come in already. Now, Donald Trump and Netanyahu also spoke about the war in Gaza. Trump said that he thinks that it will stop at some point, and he also spoke about his potential solution for Gaza because he wants to see the killing stop. This is what he had to say.
I think it's an incredible piece of important real estate. And if you take the people, the Palestinians, and move them around to different countries, and you have plenty of countries that will do that, and you really have a freedom zone. You call it the freedom zone, a free zone, a zone where people aren't going to be killed every day. That's a hell of a place. It's you know what I call it, a great location.
Now, Trump is, of course, being criticised for putting solutions forward, for putting ideas on the table. You've just returned from Israel. What's the feeling there? As we know, there are more than 50 hostages still being held in Gaza. What do you make of what Trump is putting forward and what he had to say at the White House today?
First and foremost, I really admire his humanity. You know, when he talks about the Russia-Ukraine conflict and the war, he always talks about the senseless murders and deaths from all the bombs. And when he speaks about Gaza and Israel, he talks about all the people whose lives don't need to end in this war. But ultimately, yes, this war is going to finish soon because Israel is very close to winning this war. And when we look towards what's next, unfortunately, until Trump stepped in, it seemed like everybody didn't want to get their hands in Gaza and help fix what's still a problem. Okay, maybe Hamas is out of power, but what's next? And can we keep Hamas out of power? So Trump has put forward a plan that America can take it, and we know America can surely handle the threat of terrorism. I mean, look what we're doing in Yemen. But he also mentioned today multiple times throughout the presser that he's open to other plans, as if he's almost encouraging other countries, step in, join us in helping Gaza recoup, and talking about, you know, dispersing the Palestinians throughout other countries. Jordan's 98% Palestinian. Egypt had a large Palestinian population. Kuwait used to until they expelled them. I think all of the countries who claim to be so pro-Palestine should be more open to accepting the refugees into their country.